They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now Jones. Throw left side, complete to Tony. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now Saquon Barkley, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Throwing Jones. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon.
Greg Ward deep for Philadelphia.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
from back at their own 10-yard line. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Second and 11 now. Here's Hurts to throw.
High throw, but he makes the catch. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. On the draw, here's Sanders. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Hurts. Looking to get it to Ward. Intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Boston Scott, his first carry. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, right at the 40.
A quick throw into the hands of Rager.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 yards there, just like last play.
If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Catch made by Fulgham. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver. And he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Hurts. That's to Fulgham, complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On second down, Gainwell looking for space. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Hurts sets up to throw it. This ball complete to Rager. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So first and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick 6. They'll run here with Gainwell. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Pettis now on the return. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Looking to throw. Jones. And that will be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well.
Oh, the return is Scott.
42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Throwing is Hurts.
And his throw is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Eagles on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw. He'll get this one to his tight end. That's Jason Kroon. And out across midfield down to the 45. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On the handoff, Gainwell.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Eight yards to go on 2nd down. That'll be caught. Rager with it.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Back to throw. And that is incomplete here. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't formulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've had it twice. They punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Jones. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. Oh, here we go. Oh.
Jones now on 1st and 10. A quick pass here. He's got Shepard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that.
Look at the big man rumble. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Kyle Rudolph. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Gano the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And they'll go right back to Gainwell here on 1st down.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Second and 12.
looking to throw.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
The Eagles on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12. He'll look to throw.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a fourth down. Here's the Eagles' new punter for 2021, Aaron Sipos, to punt it away.
The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run, and I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one.
There he goes left side. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The end result, 21 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
So we'll recount real quick. He had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. There's the former quarterback, Greg Ward Jr. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 1st down, Scott. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Got a man, that's Ward. And they are going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is down to 4.
Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And we'll see what they want to do. 45 seconds is all that remains until the break.
Here's Jones on first down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
So the penalty rightfully declined. They'll keep the yardage on the completion.
Still some disagreement by the defense, though, because he thought that was just good, strong coverage, and the contact's going both ways, so why is there a flag? In the end, though, doesn't matter. Still a completed pass.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Back to throw again.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they really won't have much time to work with. Just 19 seconds showing on the clock.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. One heck of a 3rd down conversion. 33 yards. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the Doak Miller hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
They certainly have the right read on that one. The weak spot in a cover 2 defense, right down the middle because it really stresses the safeties. And they're going to be a little bit frustrated they weren't able to connect on that one.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He'll drop to throw. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 6 yards and they do convert on 3rd. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 46. On the carry, this is Scott. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll set up to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Scott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And Barkley did not get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Scott to return it. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. This left side caught by Fulgham. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. Zach Ertz has it complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On 1st down, Hurts. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
But really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, that he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
Back to Gainwell here on 2nd down.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
They'll set up a throw.
He'll get this out wide to Scott. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Back to throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Unsuccessful pass on 3rd down, but at least you got 3 points here in your hip pocket.
Yeah, and I would take it from my hip pocket and put it right on the shoe of my kicker and go get those 3 points. This isn't even a discussion to me. This is a chance to take the lead after a good drive. Do it.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chatter right now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check Mike 50. You're not ready. You're not ready. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. You're not ready.
Now Jones. He'll get this one to Galladay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Jones to Galladay there for a Giant first.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A 1st down carry for Barkley.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Jones and Shepard with a connection there for Giants 1st down.
Throwing Jones. And that's complete to Shepard. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 28 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the 1st half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jones.
And that'll be caught by Tony.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Barkley again.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is up to 5. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
51 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
And here's a handoff to Gainwell.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
Blake Martinez, the Giants' leading tackler last year, in to make the stop there.
From just shy of midfield,
Hurts. That'll be caught. It's Rager.
and they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
And his throw's going to be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off inside the 10.
And the Giants have just about sewn up this football game.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Again, it's Barkley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Jones to throw on third down. They'll find Galladay. That's complete.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Giants, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they will hit the road next week to take.
I'm ready for more. You fired up on fire.